Okay, so welcome to this new video, and in this one we're gonna talk about GamiPress achievement, where we trigger a video and a confetti. So if you're new here, I am Danica and I design and build WordPress membership sites. In this channel I teach how to create a membership site that works for you, because I believe that it's not really just about that great app that does it all. There's really more than that. So if you're interested in this topic, please consider clicking that subscribe and notification bell to keep you posted. So let's get started in GamiPress achievement with video and confetti. So I'm just gonna switch here. So before we check how I exactly set this up, I'd like to let you know that you could use GamiPress for free. So it is an add-on where it allows you to give some awards to your members. So you could trigger different stuff based on it. And if you check their website, all add-ons, it does integrate with different softwares and apps. But I'm just gonna focus on the basic functionality and specifically triggering a video with some confetti when you award a badge in this case. Also, I'd like to note that we're using Sensei on this website, and we're using GamiPress for the badge and GamiPress Button. Now in this tutorial, you could actually achieve this without buying GamiPress, unless if you are doing it in a specific integration. Then of course you need to check if it's free or if it's something that you need to purchase. But in my case here, it's okay. What we need to do, or we needed to purchase, is a Elementor Pro, because we need to do some dynamic functionality on it. So let's just open an example here. So as you can see, we have some confetti going on, and this is a video. I'm just gonna try to refresh so that you could see how it exactly pops up. So if I refresh, so it's gonna show the confetti and the video will load, and then the badge is in here. There's another add-on with GamiPress. It's named GamiPress Notification. I think it's a pro add-on, where you could also do some notification for your members. You could check that out. But in my example here, I am using Elementor's pop-up. So you see, you can do some stuff like that. What's great about the notification is it shows you the exact award details, and it's more easy to set up. I think it's more quick because it is already ready for you. You just need to assign it. But for this example, we're using Elementor's pop-up, and I'm gonna show you exactly how that works. By the way, for the confetti, you could get a better confetti like this in Bato. I'm sure there's better graphics, but this one, I just got this for free and I have grabbed the GIF link from Gipher. I've searched for confetti and I got this one. You need to make sure that you grab the transparent version. So again, you could get one for free. You could also download it if you need to. For the video, the client made that one, so I just embedded it and have it trigger that way. So let's check here. So I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to show you how the pop-up was set up. So first is we are gonna check templates, pop-ups, and then in here I have some badge ID, as you can see. And then if we check one of this, so it's this pop-up. So in the pop-up, I set it to have lighter overlay, and then I also set the confetti as the background overlay. When setting up the confetti, I click this and then I paste the URL from the site. So I copy that link, pasted that in here. So it's import from URL and then you paste the link. After that, you could adjust how dark you want this to be in here. Next is the pop-up. I made it completely transparent by dragging this button to the left. And then what I have is just the video. So if I don't make this transparent, it's gonna create some background on the back of the video. So I'm not sure if that's visible enough, but as you can see, and in this design I don't want to have that color, that's why I set it to transparent. And then the video, I'm actually using Jet Engine's video player, but you can also just use the default Elementor player. In here, to make the video autoplay, you need to make sure that it is set to mute. It won't autoplay if you don't set it to mute. That's kind of like the rule that you need to follow for autoplay videos. And you set it to autoplay. And then update. Now on the trigger, so first let's get this. So the condition here is I only want this pop-up to show on the badges page. And then for the trigger, I need this to be triggered when this element is present. It is also attached to one of the shortcodes that we have, and I'm going to show that to you later. Let's keep this page open, but that's what you need to do for your pop-up. Okay. Next is in Sensei, they have this page, so I'm just gonna open it here. So course ID. Whenever someone complete a course, they redirect the member to this page. You will set this page in your settings, and they have this course ID and then the post ID of that course. They pass it this way. So in here, it says click the button below to claim your badge, but as you can see, you can't see any badge here. Because that ID was not really part of the condition that I set in here. But as you can see, I changed it to one of the existing course, which is 366, has the course ID 366 and the button shows. Let's check how this page works in Elementor Page Builder. So I have some, I think 4 collect your badge button. And as you can see in here, it has some custom value. So I'm using GamiPress Button. So you need to install that. It's free. This one. So you need to install that and use their shortcode here. So in my shortcode, I set the label to collect your badge and then the ID, because I wanna trigger the badge via this ID. And this class is the class name that I set for one of the pop-up that I have also set up, which I will also show you. And then it repeats the ID, so it's the same value from here. And then on the advanced, I set this dynamic visibility. You will have this option if you're gonna use Jet Engine. So in here, I set this to yes, and then contains, and then in here, request parameter, I'm getting the course ID value, which is this one. So when that is present, and my rule here is this value needs to be present before this gets shows. So it's making sure that that the page only shows the right collect your badge button. Ideally, this should be more dynamic, but for now, this is how it's set up. Now I needed to create different buttons. I can just make this dynamic and just have one, but I needed to create different buttons because I am triggering the pop-up, the specific pop-up based on this link. So when this parameter exists, that specific pop-up will show. That's why I really need to set specific buttons in here for each of the claim badge. Now this claim badge class ID, it's an animation, and I'm gonna show you in a sec. But if I click here, collect your badge, that one, claiming your badge, it's another pop-up, and it has the class name claim badge. We could actually, let's just go back, open that here. So claiming badge, as you can see, the notification plugin also popped up. So this one, I set this to open by selector claim badge. So that's why it opens up when I click that button, because I set here class name claim badge, and then it recognizes, or it calls this pop-up, which resulted for it to open. Okay, so that's what it's doing. Next, let's check. So in here, so collect your badge, claim badge, and then on the badge list here, so I have this list, and how it works is it's using Jet Engine's listing functionality. So if you use the GamiPress badge listing, it doesn't really look this way. They have just put it in a column and have some content about your badge, but in my case here, I really want to have this custom look, so I created a listing for that one, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. So in Jet Engine listings, when you add a new one post, you need to select the badges or whatever the name of your achievement, because in GamiPress it doesn't stop you from creating different kinds of achievements. It could be some redeeming of another videos that you want to give out if they finish something for free, something like that. So it doesn't stop from just badge. You could do different kinds of achievements. So you need to select that, and then that will pull the data. So in here I have if we edit this, so here I set some styling, so you could set some styling. I set some shape divider for that effect, and then this one is a dynamic shortcode. So as you can see, I did use the relation hierarchy and then the badge, and then I am using this shortcode. So let's just zoom in. So I have set the filter to output, do some shortcode, and then customize the field output to yes. In here I'm using this shortcode, and I set the thumbnail to yes, link to yes, title to yes, and on the advanced tab I set some CSS to increase the size of the image. I also override the design or the style of the title so it matches the branding of this website. Other than that, I also added on the Elementor settings, I added this shortcode. I hope it's big enough. So I added that, and that will allow you to have your badge. Oops, let's just zoom out. So if it's not yet claimed, then it's gonna look grayed out instead of decreasing the opacity, because by default badges, if they haven't claimed it yet, the opacity is lower, so it's kinda transparent effect. But what I want is just a black and white, and if it has been claimed, then I'm gonna want to show it in colored version. So that's the CSS, where was that you need to apply. Okay, what else? So after that, let's edit this badge page. So in here, after you create your listing, you can then pull that from the listing widget of Jet Engine. Call your template, set it how many columns that you need it to. In my case here, I need it in 4 columns. And I set the post number to 99 so that it will list all of the badges. And then I set it to equal column height so it looks uniform. Next is, if we open the navigator, you could see a section. Actually, it doesn't really need to be in its own section, so I'm just gonna move it above and remove this. But this shortcode, it is using some CSS class, and this is dynamic, so it's getting the B value from the URL. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it's getting this value, and when that happens, it also talks with the hold on. So I was trying to open this, but doesn't really need the dynamic visibility, I remember. So all you need to do is have this advanced and call that class name, because it's gonna be unique. So whenever a member is awarded and redirected to this page, this is gonna be unique based on which badge they have claimed. because of the shortcode that we set in here. So that's what you need here. So that's the purpose of this shortcode widget. And basically, I think that's it. So let's just go back and try to claim one again. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna revoke some badge to myself just to show you. Okay, so this one's already revoked. Let's go back to that course completed page, and in this case I'm gonna trigger this achievement. So I'm gonna replace this so that my custom button will show up, and then I'm gonna collect the badge. It's showing me this animation, and then the GamiPress notification did show up, and then here. So it's now claimed, it looks good, and we have the confetti, which we got for free, and so on. And then as you can see, the badge here is now in colored version. So that's how you set up GamiPress with the video and confetti. It's free, the confetti, and then for the video, you just need to make sure it is set to mute so that it autoplays. But example, if you don't need it to autoplay, it's fine. You can just put some, maybe what you could do, if it's something that you're talking in the video, then put some text above, like hit the unmute button, something like that, so that they will hear from you. But this is a great way of having your members, congratulating them on their achievement and keeping them engaged because of your awards with GamiPress and Elementor integration. Okay, so I hope this video helps. It's really fun to create projects or this tasks like this. GamiPress is a very powerful app. It does a lot of stuff, but what I recommend you do is you plan out how you want your awards to be triggered before you set up with GamiPress, because if you start with GamiPress right away, it may create some confusion. So I suggest you kind of plan it first, what types of trigger you want to show, if it's a video or if it's just token or something like that. And then with that, after you have planned it out, you will be able to set up GamiPress as easy as that. So again, it's very powerful. If you have any question about GamiPress achievement, GamiPress button, and how you could trigger it with elementary pop-up like how I showed, you can comment down below if I missed something so that I could answer your questions. And again, I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.